Okay, let's talk about something a little uncomfortable but super important. Have you ever felt like you're just stuck in a loop of bad relationships? If that sounds like you, then you're in the right place. We're about to unpack a pretty blunt idea that might just change how you see everything.
Every ex I have is crazy. You've heard this a million times, right? Maybe you've even said it yourself. It's such a simple phrase, but wow, it is just loaded with frustration, isn't it? It's that feeling of being totally and completely stuck.
I mean, it's pretty much the go to line after a breakup. It's easy, it's clean, and let's be honest, it puts all the blame squarely on them. But what if that's not really the whole story? Yeah, as good as it might feel to say that whole crazy ex complaint can actually be a massive red flag. And here's the twist. It might not have anything to do with your exes at all. Let's dig into what's really going on there. So here's the tough pill to swallow. A long, painful history of failed relationships? That's probably not just bad luck. It's not about you randomly picking the wrong person over and over again. It's a pattern. And this, well, this brings us right to the heart of it, the part that can be a little tough to hear. In every single relationship you've ever had, the good, the bad, the ugly, there has been one single constant. So you've got two ways to look at your past. There's the common view, oh, it's just a string of bad luck with a bunch of crazy people. Or you can look at the sobering reality. It's a repeating pattern, and the one common denominator in all of it is you. Just think about that for a second. Different people, different arguments, different situations, but there's only been one factor that was present every single time, and that's you. Now, this isn't about blame, not at all. It's just a fact. And please hear me on this. This is not about beating yourself up. It's actually the opposite. It's about taking back your power. When you shift from blaming other people to actually reflecting on yourself, that is the first real step to a totally different future. It's all about understanding, not finding fault. So what do we even mean by a relationship pattern? Well, think of it like this. It's that recurring loop of your own behaviors, the kind of partners you always seem to choose, and the same outcomes you keep getting, time and time again. Okay, so how do you actually spot your own pattern? Here's a super simple 3-step reality check you can do. First, what's the outcome that keeps happening? Second, what were the choices you made that led to it? And third, be really honest and question your own behavior in those moments. And what does this look like in the real world? Well, maybe you're unconsciously drawn to partners you think you can fix. Or maybe you keep finding yourself in dynamics that feel really familiar, but you know deep down they're unhealthy. Do you ignore those early red flags? Or do you keep ending up in situations where you get to be the victim? These are some really common ones. Okay, so you've looked in the mirror, you've identified a pattern. Now what? Well, this is the great part. Once you can see it, you can absolutely change it. This is where that insight turns into action. It's tough, for sure, but it is so rewarding. And here's the real key to all of this. You can't control other people. You just can't. But you have 100% control over your own choices and your own behavior. That's where all your power is. It's about catching yourself before you make that same old choice, before you ignore that warning sign, and just interrupting the pattern as it's happening. Let me just say this one more time because it's so important. This is not about blaming yourself. It's about empowering yourself. It's not about finding fault with who you are. It's about taking responsibility for who you want to be. It's like finally taking the steering wheel of your own life instead of just being a passenger in a bunch of car crashes. So, if you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. The goal isn't just to find the right person, it's to be the right person. Real change happens the moment you focus on the only thing you can actually control: your reactions, your boundaries, your choices, yourself. So, I'll just leave you with this question to think about. If you really are the one constant in all of your relationships, what are you going to choose to change?